Hello everyone, and welcome back to build 8, the final of sprint 1, as you can see, of Colossal Havoc. So it's been a couple videos now that we updated it from Colossal Havoc to that from Colossal Havoc main menu. And then a lot of this stuff stayed the same throughout. We didn't really mess with it too much, but we did make some changes later on. But this is the last one of sprint 1, the final that people played when they play tested. So how to play still remain the same. Level select, we added this one, we'll get to that in a minute. Options, all this stuff stayed the same, but again, number 2 needed to be taken out, so a lot of people were seeing that. Credits stayed the same. Quit still has the quit. Alright, so let's go to quick start. Still has the USA map behind the quick start, so it just loads up. Alright, and as you can see there's some changes to the map, but we'll get back to that in a minute. Go to quit, and we'll see if everything goes and plays okay leading up to on the level select. So go to the test map first. Alright, there was no music on the test map just yet, and none on the pause menu still. Some of this stuff's already been updated since this build, but we haven't got a new build after this one currently. So once we do, then we'll go ahead and put that up. As you can see, we got the UI updated in the bottom, and we set up some new objectives. Break the wall. Boom! Oh my goodness, look at that. We added a stomp feature, which is pretty awesome, you know. So this stomp feature just taking everybody out. Camera clipping, and then it even has the smoke when he does the stomp too. Alright, these collectibles here, when you run into them, they show up on the thing, but they do not disappear. So we did not set them to disappear just yet. So they need to be disappearing when we interact with them. When we hit the building, obviously the building just kind of flew apart. Oh look, a police officer shooting at me. Goodbye. Alright, well, a little bit of that building is still there. And a lot of that building is just kind of like crumbled over in the corner over there. At least buggy for a minute. And as you can see as well, the health bar did update after the police officers were shooting at me, because my health went down. Oop, and a bug. It shouldn't have been doing all that. We're going to be adding a retry as well, just in case stuff like that does happen. Right now we don't have one in this build, so we'll be adding that soon. So you saw the test map, even though we had the bug issue. USA map. Let's go into the USA map. Alright, a lot of people have been talking about the music doesn't match the theme, so we are going to change the music for this map. Hasn't been quite done yet, but we're working on that for a future build. And the camera is better, but it still needs to update more, like different look. Okay, car dealer HQ is right up the way there. You can kind of see the car if you look, but I want to show this first because this is the first build that this is here. Jayla added a jail to the map for the American map and the Japan map, but we'll get into that. You shouldn't be able to do that though, so yeah, jumping or even overlapping with these walls and coming to the backside over here. You shouldn't be able to do all that. So definitely something that's a bug fix. And then eventually probably start inside the jail and break out, just like the Japan map. Alright, so we got the objective: find the car dealer HQ, destroy it, earn the red skull. So it's not stars anymore, it's skulls. Eventually you want the buildings to destroy, kind of like the ones in the test map. These decals go away when the building sinks into the ground. So as you can see, the collectible overlap with it, and it says find the All-American Sports Store, destroy it. Destroy and earn the orange skull. So I don't know why I already have 3, probably because of the last map in the test map. So that's definitely a bug when you go from one map to another. So you have to find that American Sports Store, which you can kind of see as an American map and a bunch of various sports stuff. Maybe make it a little bit bigger, because a lot of people are having problems finding things because they're too small on the buildings. So maybe covering the entire building instead of just a section of it. But again, the decals disappear with the building. Find the item convenience store. We passed that on the way over here. Destroy it, earn the yellow skull. So if you come back over here, has the item store and it's open. Yep. So this is it. Give me just a second now. Okay, so we got that item store. The timer might run out now that I was preoccupied with something else for a minute. But it says, oh, well, dang, I didn't even overlap with the objective. Okay. So I gotta go back here now. Overlap with it, pick it up, and it will give you the skull on the icon bar there. Find the fancy nightclub, destroy, earn the blue skull, which you can kind of see is a DJ and a singer. Okay. Overlap with it, find Pete's Burgers and eat some food before heading home. Destroy it afterwards and earn the green skull. And that's Pete's Burgers right there, as you can see. And obviously time ran out. We didn't have a game over screen before. Time ran out this time. So we can either retry the level, or we can go back to the main menu. If we retry the level, hopefully we'll be able to get the objectives this time, in time, as we were just messing around too much the last time. Maybe if I would have sprinted a little bit with the monster, maybe I would have been able to get it done. But alright, so those things that are popping up above the ones that are filling up there should be filling the place of those, but we haven't quite got that implemented yet. Find the All-American Sports Store. So pretty much we ran through all the objectives and where they're at, and then the new stuff now, because the change from the old one, because obviously we got destructible buildings and things had to be moved around. But alright, find the item convenience store. Alright, right over here, as I showed you, it kind of has that shows open, and then in the top one there it just shows shop, but it's an item shop, you know. It's supposed to be a visual representation of it anyway. And I don't know what they want me to do as far as like decal for this whole building, because I did the best I could. And these small buildings are really hard to do it on, because you can only make the decals so big. Oh, I'm gonna go back again. Missed the objective again. Okay. Okay. Find the fancy nightclub, destroy it, earn the blue skull, and scare all the people inside. No. A monster destroy the building while you at the club. I don't know. As you can see, the decals just kind of go with the building and go away. But yeah. Find Pete's Burgers, eat some food before heading home. Destroy it afterwards and earn the green skull. So if you look, there's a place that has a burger and if we get close enough here, you can kind of see it says Peter's Burgers. You know, so the idea of that is followed right along with the decal that's posted with my objective that I gave. Alright, so then there should be a last one in here, which there is, but I don't think you win yet. Nope. So basically, if you overlap with that, then you should get a thing that pretty much states you win or whatever for collecting all the skulls, because that should be like one of the main things of the level. And later we added some other things to the new version of the game, which when we have our new build, show that off as well. Jayla did a really good job with that. But as far as so far, we got our objectives, we got our decals, we got destroying buildings now, so we got quite a bit of stuff in here. Good visual representation going on for just a little bit over a week, maybe a week and a half of time from creating these 8 builds for this first sprint. So, and with daily updates and things like that, you can definitely see the difference between the initial builds versus the updated ones. Alright, so instead of retrying, go back to the main menu, and this brings us back here. So let's go to level selects. This is a problem. It needs to be fixed, obviously, because you can't have overlap like that. That's pretty crazy. So has the world map screen, but it should from the main menu go to the world map widget, and the quick game shouldn't be on there at all. So let's go to Japan. Okay, so as you can see, we start out in the jail in this one. Eventually we'll probably do the same for the American map, but wasn't quite done yet. If you walk up to here, these pillars won't budge. I should look around and find a way to break them, because like if you try to walk out, you can't. It kind of blocks your path. And then you can look around a little bit, and you can kind of see that it does look like a jail. Even with like some of these bunk beds and stuff, that's kind of what jails have. And the bars and whatnot that she created, so she did really good with that. Alright, so let me go ahead and drink this potion. I'll die and turn into my monster form. Again, the monster's in the floor. That's a glitch. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Alright, let's see if we can get out of this before we have to restart the whole thing. Okay. Quit. Hopefully, we can get it without quitting out completely. We quit out of the game to go back into it, but what I mean is like having to close the game and then reopen it to get it. Hopefully, we won't have to do that. Again, the player should never be just spawning in the floor like that, so that's definitely buggy, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if we can fix that right now. Alright, we'll try again. And again, this is why it's important to have those retry level, which is going to be something we add very soon to the new builds, because so when things like that happen, then yeah, want to make sure that we're able to try again and not frustrate the player. Let's try it from this side and see if I get stuck in the floor going this way. Okay. So I found another way around it. I mean, I guess, but yeah, it should be like in front of the player anyway. And so like, say if the player is right here, then put the potion thing like right here or off to the side, like here or something like that. So that way the player can interact with it, grow, and not be backwards from the door. That's a helpful thing there. Once you cross that door, there will be an objective first to get out of the jail. Then there should have been anyway. And then the next one here, find the Pokemon and destroy their empire for a Red Skull. So where is the Pokemon? And obviously, this has been updated from the last build, because you remember I kept talking about that for the last 2 builds now, that it needed a new banner. This is a very obvious statement of a Pokemart, and I do not know how a lot of people missed that. They just walked right past it. So for me, you know, with as big of a landmark as I made this thing and it was covered, I don't know how people missed that. Alright, nice. Now that Pokemart is out of business, destroy the huge gaming zone and acquire the orange skull. Okay, that was glitchy. You can see the gaming zone over there. It has a big controller and a gamer zone on it. So, if you don't obviously get that one. Alright, and then for Jin's Sumo Gym, it used to be over at this building before, and then I moved it over there because it was too close. So anyway, now see that Sumo Gym? Jin needs his business and sumo wrestlers destroyed. Go get him and receive a yellow skull. So this right here, this Sumo Gym, I tried to be funny with the way I designed the decals, because that thing there with the decal style shouldn't look like that, but it was the thing of just turning it a little bit to where he looked like he was doing the splits over the door that I was trying to be funny with. And obviously jumping on the top of the building destroyed it, so that does work now, if you didn't already know. Destroy Hello Kitty HQ down the street, as they've robbed me of my childhood. Do this and acquire the blue skull. So I walked on over here. You can see all the Hello Kitties on the building, or at least hopefully you can. Some people might have a struggle trying to find them. I know I watched a couple playtests where people were on the back side of the building hitting it and weren't even looking at the buildings. Maybe I should be decorating all around the building and not just one side of it. And then here, now that you've destroyed Japan, come meet me at One More Ramen. Eat and destroy the restaurant for the last green skull. So you can kind of see the ramen noodles there. And that's like a big deal in Japan, ramen stuff. So destroy the building, get the last skull, and before the timer runs out, hopefully. And I got the last one, but it says game over. So I didn't have a win, so I guess that means I'm still plugged in on the scoring. So the more buildings you destroy at the moment, you'll be able to win. But for right now, we're still working on that aspect, getting some different screens and things for that. But I can retry the level. I already ran through the objectives though, so we're going to go back to the main menu. Again, you shouldn't see things like this around the menu. Like, you shouldn't see the other screen behind it. It should just be a full screen, everything covered. So I gotta go and adjust that. And again, same thing here. This widget is not working properly at the moment. South America map is in progress, so before I click on it, I want you all to know that this is something we just added, but then I disconnected it after a lot of people were talking about it's buggy. And the reason why it's buggy is because it was just added, and it's a work in progress map. So there's nothing really in here, so that's including music and everything else. There's no way to grow or anything like that. So, but if I go up on the hill over here to the top part of this, you'll see that there's sections layout. And so Corbin's working on the level design for this one, but other than that, we don't have too much as far as any objectives or anything like that for now. What in the heck? Anyway, so that's that's the last bit of our build for now, and stay tuned for future builds, which will showcase more of the other maps. And hope you all have enjoyed Sprint 1, and stay tuned for the start of Sprint 2 and Build 9, going to be coming your way sometime relatively soon. So just stay tuned as we continue to make more updates, and I'll get more playtests in for y'all to show you the latest. See y'all soon for more.